So when we have stock options, it ultimately leads to dilution. The total impact of dilution because of these stock options is calculated using a method called as treasury stock method. We will look at treasury stock method from the context of David, who was given 1000 options and the strike price was $100 and the market price, we'll assume that it was 200. So this was the new market price, and the market price at which he was given the original options was $60. So this is what is current market price. Now if this is the situation, what will David do is that since market price new is greater than the strike price, that is 200 is greater than 100, this option is in the money. And if it is in the money, it makes obvious sense for David to make the profit out of this situation. So what he'll do is he'll kind of buy shares at the rate of $100 each. And how many shares he will buy? There'll be 1000 options he has. He can buy 100 shares. So his outgo will be $100,000. Now who receives this money? Actually Colgate, the company which we are talking about, Colgate as a company receives this money as 100,000. This is the cash outflow for David. However, for the company, they receive this much amount of money. What will company do in return? In return, they will release 1000 shares to David. So this is how it logically flows. Now what will be the impact of this additional 1000 shares? Obviously your EPS will go down because there is nothing that has happened in the numerator, only the denominator has increased to an extent of 1000 shares. So what does this treasury stock method actually suggest is that with this additional pool of 100,000 that Colgate has got, Colgate can actually buy back this much worth of shares from the open market. So what is the market price? The market price is $200, and how much worth they got from David? That was 100,000, and they can buy back how many shares from the open market? So if you look at, they can actually buy back 500 shares from the open market. So what will happen because of this situation is that the net effect of stock options is that 1000 options that was released to David and 500 options that were bought back. So the net effect comes out to be a dilution of 500 shares. So earlier, if there was no buyback, the total amount of dilution would have been 1000 shares. Unfortunately, these 1000 shares would have led to a higher depletion in EPS. So in order to control the dilution of EPS to a large extent, the company can make use of their additional funds that they have received and buy back the same shares from the open market and kind of reduce the net effect, and this will be limited to only 500 shares. Though the EPS will definitely decrease, but the amount or the quantum will still reduce in this second case.